Morning students, how are you all? I hope you are all fine and doing good. So today students, I have come up with the literature part, and today I am going to cover up the poem by the name The Ant and the Cricket. Okay, so here we will be reading about the ant and the cricket. Fine. Okay. So here this poem is actually a fable. Fine, it is a fable. So here a fable is a story often with animals as characters. Okay, so here who plays the role? It is played by the animals or insects. Fine. So they act as characters which conveys a moral or a meaning. Fine. That means a fable is a short story by the animals, portrayed by the animals, which conveys a moral or meaning. So this poem about an ant and a cricket contains an idea of far-reaching significance. Far-reaching significance, okay, it means that the result which is going to happen in future. Clear? So, which is as true as four-legged cricket as of a two-legged one. So, here four-legged cricket, okay, this four-legged cricket, it means the insect, this insect which is similar to grasshopper, fine. And here the poet, it compares this cricket to two-legged ones. That means two-legged animals. So, who are two-legged animals? They are human beings. So, here the poet the poet tries to compare the insect, that means the cricket, to human beings. Clear? Okay. Surely you have seen a cricket that has two legs. Okay, here and the poet is asking that have you ever seen a cricket with two legs? So here he indirectly means to say that it is human beings who act similar to cricket. Okay, so now let us see, let us recite that what does the poet want to express through his poem. Okay. The ant and the cricket. Now see. A silly young cricket, accustomed to sing through the warm, sunny months of gay summer and spring, began to complain when he found that at home his cupboard was empty and winter was come. Not a crumb to be found on the snow-covered ground, not a flower could he see, not a leaf on a tree. Oh, what will become, says the cricket, of me? Okay. So here the poet tries to tell that there was a cricket. Okay, and a cricket is an insect which is similar to a grasshopper. So the cricket was young and it was not so wise. So the cricket, he had the habit of singing during happy times, that means during the daytime and during the night time when it was a summer season. So during the spring and summer season, the warm sunny weather allowed lush green vegetations and all living beings got adequate food and water. Okay, that means there is adequate food and water everywhere. So in contrast, during the winter months, the whole place was covered with snow. But whereas during the winter months, the whole place was covered with snow and ice. There were no plants, no leaves or no flowers in sight. That means no flowers can be seen, no plants could be seen, or no leaves could be seen. Therefore, the animals find it hard to find any food at such time. That means during the winter it is very difficult to find or to collect or gather some food or any food. Clear? So here now, the cricket which enjoyed during the active warm months failed to store food for the future. Okay. So during the summer time, he did not collect anything. Yes or no? Why? Because he was accustomed to sing. He was always singing during the gay summer and spring. Gay means happy. During the happy summer and spring. Okay. But later on, he began to complain when he found that at his home, his cupboard was empty and winter was come. So now the winter has come, and when he couldn't find anything to eat, he opened his cupboard in order to get something to eat which was empty. So he started complaining about it. Clear? He opened the cupboard and found it empty. There was not even a small piece of crumb to be found. Crumb means pieces of breads. Okay. He could not find even a small piece of crumb also, because he had not saved any food. So winter had started, and now only the cricket realized that he had not stored food, and now he could realize that I had made a mistake by not storing any food. So he wondered, okay, the last line, oh, what will become, says the cricket, of me. So it means that he started wondering at the time that what will happen to him because he did not have any food. Clear? Okay. Next. Okay. At last, by starvation and famine, made bold, all dripping with wet and all trembling with cold, away he set off to a miserly ant to see if, to keep him alive, he would grant him shelter for rain and a mouthful of grain. He wished only to borrow, he'd repay it tomorrow. If not, he must die of starvation and sorrow. Okay. So here the cricket, having saved no food for the future, began to wonder what will happen to him if he did not get anything to eat. He would have to starve without food if he did not do anything now. Okay. So now he says that I would starve. Starve means tarapna. Okay. At last, by starvation and famine. Famine means lack of food. Famine made bold. Made bold. Here made bold means he gathered strength. Strength means not physically strength but spiritually. That means he thought of going and asking help from the ant. Okay. When he was all dripping with wet. That means he was completely wet and he was trembling with cold. Trembling means to shiver. Okay, during the cold winter season we shiver, hum kaapte hai. Okay, that is called trembling. So when he was all wet and he was trembling with cold, then he thought to go and see on a miserly ant. So miserly, it means the person or the human being or the creature who consider money or wealth more important than anything and spends less wealth on anything, on his comfort or whatever. Okay, that means we can say in Hindi it is also called something like kanjus. Fine. So he thought I should go and see a miserly ant. What would he go and see? He would see that would he grant him shelter for rain and a mouthful of grain. Fine. That means he thought he would go and ask for his help. The cricket wanted to borrow from the ant and repay. Here the cricket, he thought that I would wish to borrow and I would repay it tomorrow. That means he thought that I will take from the ant today anything whatever it can provide me, and I promise that I would repay it the next time. Okay, and he states that if the ant doesn't help me, I must die of starvation and sorrow. Clear to everyone? Okay. Okay, now. Okay. So, see here. So, the cricket, he thought of going to the ant and asked for shelter and food. Okay, the cricket thought that I will die of lack of food and disappointment. So here in the previous stanza, the poet refers miserably to the ant. Okay, so here the cricket is now proceeding towards the ant to ask for some help. Okay, so now let us see whether was he able to get any help from the ant or not. Okay, fine. Yes, now see, this is the cricket. It has gone to the ant hill and asking for the help. Clear? Now see. Says the ant to the cricket, I am your servant and friend. But we ants never borrow, we ants never lend. But tell me, dear cricket, did you lay nothing by when the weather was warm? Quoth the cricket, not I. My heart was so light that I sang day and night, for all nature looked gay. You sang, sir, you say. Go then, says the ant, and dance the winter away. So here the cricket went to the ant and asked for help. The ant said that he was cricket's servant and friend. Okay, the ant said that I am your servant and friend. That means I am ready to help you because I am your friend and also I am your servant. But we ants never borrow, we ants never lend. That means neither we take anything from others nor we give anything to anyone. Clear? Okay, now. But tell me, dear cricket, did you lay nothing by when the weather was warm? Quoth the cricket, not I. So here it means that the ant further asked the cricket what he had been doing when the weather was warm enough for him to work hard and save some food. Clear? Then the cricket replied that he was very happy when the nature looked good and bright. He said that he had been singing all day and night because of happiness. Clear? Because the weather was warm. Clear? So he said that I was singing whole day and night out of happiness. Then the ant sarcastically replied that if he had been singing during the summer, now he can go and dance till the winter ends. Okay? Then he said that you can go and dance. Then go, says the ant, and dance the winter away. Clear? So when the ant asked the cricket that what had been you doing when the weather was fine, he replied that my heart was so light, okay, that I sang day and night. For all nature looked gay. You sang, sir, you say. Clear? So here it means the weather was very pleasant and his heart was so light. That means his heart was full of joy looking at the weather. So the cricket spent all his day and night doing nothing but singing and dancing from one field to another, from one grass to another, from one plant to another. Okay, because the nature looked so gay. Gay means merry, happy. Then he asked to the ant that, sir, you say, have you been singing? Do you sing? Clear? Then the ant replied, go then and dance even during the winter time. When you have been dancing and singing all the spring, autumn and summer, then now it's winter time. Go and dance away. Fine. So here the poet refers to the mockery made by the ant. The ant mocked the cricket because the ant was working very hard during the summer months to relax and have food during the winters. But the cricket had sung songs all day during summer and now came to the ant for help. Okay, that means the cricket has gone to the ant for help. So this also refers to the poet mocking lazy people. So here the poet refers the ant to the lazy peoples. Fine. Okay. So now, thus ending, he hastily lifted the wicket and out of the door turned the poor little cricket. Fowls call this a fable. I'll warrant it true. Some crickets have 4 legs and some have 2. So here, when the ant refused to help the cricket, he quickly closed the small opening of the door, wicket. Okay, thus ending means just as soon as they ended their conversation. Okay, when the conversation ended, the ant hastily means fatafat, hurriedly. He hastily lifted the wicket. Okay, do you know what is wicket? Wicket is, let me draw and show you. This is the gate. Okay, let us consider that this is the gate. Then the gate, it can be opened and closed. This is the pillar where the gate is fastened. Okay, so from this here the gate can be opened and closed, but this gate being too heavy, made of iron, they make a small opening here for the humans to go. Okay, so this part, it is called wicket. Okay, so this gate, this entire gate, iron gate, is used for cars or for vehicles to pass. Okay, but human beings didn't need to open this door. Human beings can walk away from this part. Okay, so this is the gate. Okay, this is the pillar. This is the pillar, and then here you will see a small opening, that is called cricket. And this type of gate you will find in northeast India. Okay, in the northeast, especially in Shillong, in Meghalaya, you will find this kind of gate. So this main gate, okay, this main gate is opened for letting vehicles pass. When it comes into the compound, into the house, or when it has to go away, then they use this main gate to open. Otherwise, human beings, people, they use this small wicket for going and coming. Clear? Okay. So the ant, what did it do? He hastily lifted the wicket. So hastily lifting the wicket, it means that now it is your time to go. That means the ant is telling the cricket to go away. And out of the door turned the little the poor little cricket. So here it means that the ant quickly opened the small opening of the door and shut the cricket out of his house. It left the cricket out of his house. It pushed the cricket out of the house. So now the poor cricket had no other choice but to leave the place. So the cricket, it had to go away from there. So people, false means people. People call this a fable. I'll warrant it true. Some crickets have 4 legs and some have 2. So here the poet says that people think of this story as a fable. Fable means an imaginary story which ends up with a moral. Okay, but he feels it could have been really happened. That means the poet says that this is not only a fable, this is not only an imaginary story, but this is also a real story because it happens in our day-to-day life. There are many people who are no less than the cricket. Okay. Now see your last line. Some crickets have 4 legs and some have 2. This means that the 4-legged cricket, okay, the 4-legged cricket is this cricket, and 2-legged people, 2-legged cricket means here the poet refers to human beings. Okay, he refers to the cricket in the poem as 4-legged cricket and humans as 2-legged crickets. So if we are silly enough like the cricket, we will also end up starved and disappointed. Clear? So we should always think ahead and save for the future. So we should not think that every day will be the same today, because you can see the finger of your hand are not equal. So it is a very famous proverb saying that every 5 fingers are not the same. Okay, that means not all human beings are same. Some human beings are very wise, they save and they think for the future, they are very careful about their future, whereas some people are very reckless, they are very careless, they never think about the future, they think the day would never change for them. Now see students, just after day comes the night. Yes or no? So in daytime you enjoy and at night you relax. So why has God created day and night? God has created day for work and night for rest. Okay. So here day it also shows strength and hard work, and night it also shows relaxation, and if the person is not careful then it shows difficulties. Fine. So here it means that even the God wants to tell that just after day comes night. If you are careful in the day, you will relax at night. If you are not careful in daytime, your night will pass in tormenting hours. Tormenting means very painful. Okay, but this doesn't mean that next day you will not see sunshine again. After night comes day again. Okay, so suppose if you are stuck in some difficult situation, then you should not give hope, but you should think that tomorrow there will be sunshine again, so I have to work hard for tomorrow. Okay, and when you get the sunshine again tomorrow, don't forget your past incident which you have suffered a lot. Am I clear to all? So here it means that the time keeps on changing. So we should be very careful for our future, and if we are not careful for our future, we are going to spend our future times in disappointment, in pain and agony. So be very careful for the future, always think for your future. So now see students, as the examination is approaching near, so what you have to do, you have to prepare beforehand. It's not that right at the moment, in the nick of time, you will open your notebooks and you will start studying. In that way you will gain nothing. Start studying from now, start collecting from now, and this collection would be helpful to you during your examinations. Clear to everyone? Okay. So even in your life you should be careful about this thing. If you study hard, you will get good marks, and after gaining good marks you will get a good job, and if you have a good job, you will have a very pleasant and comfortable life. So I hope you have loved the poem, and I hope it is all clear to you. Okay. Thank you for watching.